The land of Faerun has seen decades of relative peace, which by fantasy standards is like millennia. But over the past few years, a great geographical upheaving has sundered the land, reigniting old conflicts over borders and thrusting new mountains up where there were none. And the three of you, for various reasons, are now making your way down the river Greyflow to Daggerford. So you're all kind of in this tavern, the Ragged Red, in a city called Durodal, which is a human settlement built upon an abandoned dwarven ruin of the same name, which used to serve a mine system, which has since been shut down, but it's just been reopened. And so you get the impression that this city is relatively prosperous now because of this upheaval. The river trade is much more, those who can ply the river are much more, their services are much more in demand. Because obviously there's monsters on the attack and the river has changed its course completely. And so you're all kind of sitting around in this tavern called the Ragged Red, which is this tavern where people meet who are waiting for boats to take them down. So, I mean, if you might just want to... You're all travelling together, why don't you just go around and introduce yourselves, beginning with, to my right, I believe, Katie? Carty, sorry.
I'm Carty. I'm an elf, as you can tell, and I'm a ranger. From Outlands.
That's it, you don't necessarily need to say any more. And then to Carty's right, sorry.
Hello, I'm Half-Pint.
That was my brother's nickname for me when I was growing up.
Oh no, you're already too invested.
I'm with you already, Half-Pint.
I'm a bard and a dwarf.
He's coming.
My name is Elgin. I am also a dwarven bard.
Awkward.
Just so you know, you two spent too much time together because you both made this choice blind and you both picked dwarven bards of the many options I gave you. Just so you know, I think it's weird.
Didn't we see his choice?
No, this was. It was. I'll show you the timestamps. It was well after Shazi had decided he was going to be a dwarven bard. Yeah.
And my instrument of choice is a flute.
Oh, that's interesting.
So I'm stuck with two dwarven bards, and I got a fiddle, but I don't go on about it. It's in my equipment.
Okay, so you.
Oh, well, I got a lute.
Oh my god, that's so bad.
Fuck if you want. Anyway, so the three of you are in the Ragged Red, enjoying a quiet evening, planning your next move. You've learned that because of the festival that's going on down in Daggerford, kind of known colloquially as the Battle of the Bards, there are relatively few transport ships that aren't fully booked. There are only a few cargo ships going, and you're desperate to get there before the actual festival starts for one reason or another. I know why. I know why you want to get there, but you don't know. And so the tranquility of the evening is shattered as a member of the town militia crashes through the door with a cry for aid. She shouts, "It's murder! The Doradal Watch requires your aid!" And then she implores the three of you to follow. What's your move?
I finish my drink.
Okay. I'm going to allow it.
I pick up my rapier and I go, I'm here to help.
That's excellent. He's in character. Okay. Carty, you going with him? What's the plan?
I go... Trophy for... What does that word say?
Trophy from an animal you killed.
Okay. I take my trophy in case I need to prove like that I should be there, and I go with
I love how you feel like there's a murder, but you still need to prove you're bona fide.
I stick close to Half-Pint because I've got that bond with him.
Okay.
I, feeling slightly ashamed that it took me quite a while to respond, I grab my short sword and chase after them.
Okay, so...
to be with us, not chasing after us.
Yeah, you're not going to...
Well, unless it turns out you're in league with the murderer.
Okay, so anyway, you follow this gnome militia lady. Her name's Tabitha, although I don't know why you'd know that.
She's a gnome.
She's a gnome, and she leads you to the Tattered Pennant, which is an inn slightly further inland, and from outside the sound of a fight can be heard. So Tabitha implores the group to go in to the aid of her captain. She goes, "Go help Wingad," and she leaves to find more of the watch.
As she goes, can I shout, "Why are you getting us to help"?
Make a wisdom check for me. Just roll that for me. Okay. For a roll of 14, I'm going to say that you know that because it's kind of relatively new settlement, this human settlement built over these old dwarven mines, the militia isn't as built up as you might like it to be yet. The influx of new people coming in is far outstripping the militia's ability to cope with it. So they are relatively understaffed.
Cool.
It remains curious that they wouldn't go to the City Watch before they went to the strangers in tavern.
Her captain is already in there.
Okay.
I think she's trustworthy.
All right.
I go with Tyler.
Can we look through the windows of the tavern?
Yeah, you can peek through the window. So, looking through, you see a barrel-chested dwarf. He's relatively big for a dwarf. He's, almost human height, and he's, huge with it. And he's holding off. He's almost getting between these two men who seem intent on killing one another. One of them has a spear. His head is so cleanly shaven that you almost could see your reflection in it. He's wearing leather armor. The other guy is a little bit more scruffy. He's wearing black leather stuff. He's got a hood up and long hair flowing out of it and some stubble there. And he has a dirk. And they're both really going for each other. Okay. And as you peek through the window, the dwarven captain looks out at you and roars. He kind of implores raid and implies that what the fuck are you doing out there when there's a fight going on inside, just peeking through.
He's beginning with criticism.
Come on.
We go in.
I can.
All right, so as you enter the tavern, you see... What?
Oh, no, I had an idea, but you do it.
No, go.
I was just going to say, can I stand a distance, but I've got a bow?
Yeah.
So Oh, no, I don't have a... No, I do have a bow.
You do have a bow, yeah.
Can I draw it from a distance, so I'm like... Any of you motherfuckers?
You want to Dirty Harry this situation?
Pulp Fiction.
Okay. No. Oh, yeah, that much better. All right. Okay, got it. All right. So, as neither of those references would land in Beirut, just so you know. So, you enter, and a crowd of horrified onlookers watches from the mezzanine level of this inn as three figures dart and feint at one another in the middle of the ground floor in what appears to be a kind of three-way duel. So, the barrel-chested dwarf in the centre of the blue uniform of the watch, he roars at you as you enter, and he says, "Aid the watch! Take these two down, but take them alive! I need to question them."
I pull my longbow and I say, "Stop."
Okay. Make a... You're trying to intimidate them into stopping,
yes.
Right? Okay, then make an intimidation check for me. I'm going to allow you to use your...
Charisma!
Yeah, -1. So roll this. You have to roll 15 or above, but I'm going to take 1 off the roll because your charisma's so low.
I got 7.
They completely ignore you and carry on. And Wingad looks at you as though he's disappointed that these are the best that Tabitha could find in all of Durandal.
I don't like the look of the bald guy with the spear.
Okay.
And so I go to attack him.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. Make... what are you attacking him with?
Charisma.
I only have the one weapon. I'm not sure how good I am with my hands.
Do you have spells?
Can I simultaneously, whilst he goes for the man with the spear, grab a chair and clunk the other guy on the head?
You want to clunk the slightly stubby guy on the back?
I don't want to backseat driver, but you should go for his back because you might kill him if you hit his head. That's what I would do, but I don't
I'll go for his head, but I'm short, so I'll hit his back.
Okay.
I'm using a spell.
All right.
I'm going to viciously mock
all right.
The bald man with the spear.
Okay. So he has to make a wisdom saving throw against this. What's your wisdom modifier?
-1.
-1? All right. Okay, cool. So I have to beat, I think it's 13. He fails. So he takes 1d4 psychic damage.
Aww.
Yeah, he does. He feels like that stings.
Yeah. Disadvantage on his next roll.
He does. Okay, so he's going to take 2 damage, and at the same time, you're going to attack. You're going to swing a chair at the back of the guy.
Yeah, I feel bad that mine's way more violent.
Okay, make an attack roll for me. So roll your d20. Don't take a proficiency because it's an improvised weapon.
I think that says 16.
Yeah, that's a 16. That's a hit. So with an improvised weapon of a chair, hitting him in the back, roll a d4 for me.
He is paralyzed.
4.
Oh, 4. Oh,
yes.
Is it the bottom one?
Yes, it is. Okay, yes. You sever his vertebra and... No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. And he kind of...
Is he at least, down on a knee or anything?
No, he is... He's still up. You can tell that he felt the blow, but he's... why do not have things? But, yeah, he's still very much up there. And at the same time, Wingad is going to try and lay out... He's going to try and lay out the bald-headed fellow with a punch. So Heidi, if you would like to roll for Wingard for me, make an attack roll.
13.
He's going to hit, but he's not going to knock him out. So now the slightly stubby guy is going to take a swing at Elgin. Elgin or Elgin?
Elgin.
Elgin.
Like the marbles.
Okay. What?
That's his catchphrase.
Like the marbles, bitch. All right.
When you punch Elgin, I like the marbles.
Okay, what's your armor class? It should say at the top in that shield there.
It says 13.
Okay. Oh no, he misses by a mile.
Yeah.
And the bald-headed fella is gonna continue trying to stab the original guy. His
Wingard or the
stubbly guy.
Stubbly guy.
Yeah. And he's gonna hit.
Wait, he got to disadvantage with his next roll because I viciously mocked.
He does. You're right. Okay, so roll twice and take the worst result. Then he fails. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna say we're in combat. So back to the top, which is it's you.
there.
Yeah.
I aim my bow at one of their legs.
Okay.
Because it's less likely that if I miss it, I'll do permanent damage.
Or you'll hit
Unless I go for the Elgins.
Okay, yeah, so make an attack roll for me and apply your +3 bonus. You're going to have to hit. Jack dice. Jack dice. Roll again.
If I do it too hard, do I kill it?
No.
I'm going for the
The better you do, the more likely you are to hit the leg.
Good.
Oh shit! That's 21. That's absolutely a hit. So roll damage. You're gonna. What is it? A 1d8. Okay. So
No.
Roll that one for me.
4.
Okay. Nice. +7 is okay. Yeah. So which one are you aiming for?
The right leg.
No, I know which leg, but I don't know which leg, but I don't know which guy.
I'm going to go for the bald man that we've all decided is a villain based on prejudice.
Okay.
I'd like to point out I attacked the other one.
I know, but we would... Anyway.
All right, so, yeah, he takes an arrow square to the knee, and he's going to fall back. Yeah, and he's going to fall back, and he's sort of going to wave as though he's surrendering.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Well done, Catty.
Attacking at the same time, but I'm going to take your action first.
Catty.
Half pint, what are you doing?
Well, so goes down on the floor. Not like that anymore. I take out my rapier.
Yeah.
And I am going to again go for the legs
Okay.
of the guy with the gorgeous hair.
Seems Catty's a trendsetter.
We just decided he's got gorgeous hair, so it's come down to a fight between a bald man and somebody with gorgeous hair.
Seems like you're dirty rubbing out the hair.
Okay, yeah, you've got your d20 there, so if you'd like to make an attack roll for me and add your bonus, which is on the under where it says weapons.
Mm-hmm. My attack bonus is 2.
2, cool. You have to beat 14.
12.
No.
Plus 2.
Plus 2? 14. Then it's a hit. Okay, so roll damage. What is it for rapier? +8?
Yeah, 1d8.
Oh, you're
1d8.
using a rapier on his leg?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Okay, I'm assuming you're not going to kill then at this point if you're just going for the leg. You just want to almost
Don't
pinch
chop it off. I'm sure they've got adequate medical facilities in this town that doesn't
Absolutely.
have police.
We've all just met, but, he tried to punch Elgin, and I thought,
No, that's really sweet.
This bond is got with everybody.
Get the other
Jet
guy
dice.
bald.
3.
Okay, so that's going to take him down to 1 hit point, but he is still raring to go. He's still trying to dart round Wingard to stab the fellow on the ground. At the same time you're going? So what's up? What's up?
Can I just point my short sword at his neck and yell at him, "You're clearly outnumbered, give it up"?
Yeah, so that's gonna be an intimidation thing or a persuasion? What are you gonna go for?
Let's say persuasion.
Okay, so if you don't have that as a bonus down there, do you? What's that one?
No.
Performance?
I've got performance, but also, I'm pretty sure somewhere I read that I'm a pretty charming sort of guy.
You are a charming sort of guy. So people can't stay mad at you, but it's not in the middle of combat. It's not like you stab somebody and then
Well, in that case, Does charisma come in?
Yeah, absolutely. So make a. In fact, I'm going to give you advantage because he's on 1 hit point, and so make 2 rolls of your d20, and take the best result, and apply your +2 bonus.
Do good eye contact.
That seems like a 9.
All right. So,
How do I know which way is up?
oh, it's got a little dart under it.
Oh, it's a 6.
Okay. All right. So.
And a 14. So
Okay,
I'm gonna
16.
say 14.
Yeah, even with the advantage and the thing, he is desperate to kill this guy. So you can still move, you can still take a minor action, but for
In that case, can I just... How long is a short sword?
oh, not long. It's only about what?
And you're quite short.
Yeah.
Can I
I'm
just...
an elf, so
Oh my
quite
god!
proud
You
of my
can
height.
just
Can I just clunk him on the head with the flat side
not
of the
this
sword?
time. That was your
You had to
trying to
go.
intimidate him was your attack.
That should have
yeah.
been the move.
It should have been. All right,
In
so-
that case, can I chuck a dagger at his knee?
No, it's like
Yeah.
no. You've done your
Wait,
go.
what can I do? What's
You
left
can
of me?
you can move somewhere, or you can do a minor action, which is like
Okay, can I don't know where I am in the room compared to everybody, but can I slip behind Carty?
yeah, absolutely.
Hey!
All
It's
right.
okay. It's Wingard now. Right?
It is Wingard, so he's going to take another swing at the guy who's still up, and he's going to completely miss with his
There you go,
haymaker,
Wingard.
and very nearly clocks you in the face, Carty.
I remind Wingard of the look he gave us through the window. Who's helping now?
All right, so he continues to. The fella's still struggling. He's still continuing his assault, and he's going to try to dart. He's going to try and dart past Wingard to stab the fella on the ground.
It's very persistent.
And he's going to miss as well. So we're back to the top. Carty, what are you doing?
Shoot him in the leg.
Shoot him in the leg?
Get her done.
It's my thing.
All right, you have advantage because he's flanked at this point. Oh, it's just somebody drilling. No. So.
Really? Wait.
Fail.
In
Durandal?
the Tattered Pennant? What's the tamarind called?
Durandal. Okay, make
Oh,
an.
sorry.
So you're going to just go for the leg? Okay,
the
make an attack roll with advantage.
11.
No, +3 is 14. Roll again and take the best result.
Is this my dexterity?
Yeah, this is your dex bonus.
Ah.
Okay. I'm gonna allow that it grazes him, and he looks less sure of his assault, but he's gonna make another go.
Oh.
He's desperate to kill this fucker.
Right.
You two attacking at the same time.
I've got my rapier.
All right.
I've already done the one guy in the knee.
You have.
I've done the knee already. But
Which way?
obviously, it
can I-
wasn't enough.
No.
But I'm just going to go back for that same knee and really. I'm wanting to make.
You want to crack this knee?
Quick check.
Right.
Which way is this guy facing? Is he facing me or is he facing?
So
Basically,
you
I'm
are-
trying to attack.
Yeah. So Wingard's in the middle. You're on the far side of the other guy who's on the ground. Oh no, you're actually behind Carty, who is right.
I'm just wondering whether it would be possible for me to distract him and then have he.
Fuck!
attacks.
I'm gonna absolutely allow that. Okay, so you're doing a performance or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so make
What
2 attack
performance
rolls.
are you doing?
because you have
I've whipped out
advantage.
my flute
Yeah.
and
Oh.
just playing a little tune.
So yeah, he's going to be fucking stunned that you've in the middle of a fight started to play a little ditty.
Alright, and I get up my rapier. Oh, 19.
That's a hit. I mean, you can roll again if you want to crit, but it's no point. All right.
Good.
Okay, so even with the barest minimum of damage, you're going to hit him square in the knee. It looks like you might have hamstrung him a little bit, and he's going to go down on the ground howling, at which point Wingard is going to lunge at him and just sock him square on the jaw.
As you should.
Oh,
All right, so...
not useful in a fight, but as soon as the fight's done, it's right in there.
Okay, so for all intents and purposes, combat is over. The bald-headed guy has kind of shuffled into the corner. It's only at this
I
point...
keep an eye on the bald-headed guy.
Nice. All right,
He's evil.
so it's only at this point that you notice that there are 2 dead bodies in the room. One is slumped over the bar counter, in which there is another spear kind of stuck into a keg, which is leaking ale.
Okay.
And another guy is kind of on the floor behind the table. It looks like he was his throat was slashed and he was thrown over there. And Wingard is going to kind of he's breathing very heavily at this point, but he's going to thank you for your help, and he's going to kind of very gruffly say, "Well, we're very short-handed. I'd really appreciate it if now that the danger's passed, what with there being a festival going on in here in Daggerford, I would really appreciate your help in investigating this crime, finding out what happened. And I'm sure that there'll be some monetary recompense in it for you. And so he's imploring you to help find out why this fight occurred and why there have been 2 murders.
What's the festival for?
So the festival is this part of the world has at this time of year a big, almost arts festival.
Oh, nice.
And you know from asking around, it's debauched. It's like it is this world's version of like Glastonbury crossed with like a Manson family thing crossed with the worst excesses of, say, the TV show Shameless.
So it's just Burning Man.
It's Burning Man. It's Burning Man, but they call it Burning Elf. Yeah, Burning Elf. And so you've all heard stories of this festival. So
Is
last
that
year,
why the bards are in town?
that's why all the bards are in town, because they're all traveling down to Daggerford. You heard that last year a halfling took a load of magic mushrooms on a night out, and they all had a really nice time because mushrooms don't get to go out that much, so it was a really nice treat for them. Yay! So yeah, that's kind of why the river traffic is so chocker, because you're all trying to make your way to Daggerford, and you found that there's basically
Some extra cash would really help us get one of these cargo boats down to Daggerford.
Cool.
I don't like that the extra cash isn't... There's no sort of number on this extra cash, but I agree that extra cash is a good idea.
We should negotiate the number first.
Oh, yeah, you can absolutely. Who's trying to negotiate this?
Oh, I've got bad charisma.
Are we agreed before we go into the negotiations that we're splitting it 3 ways fairly? Whether or not
I'm
we all
taller,
help.
so I eat more.
Okay, I've got decent charm, charisma.
Yeah.
Okay, we split it 3 ways.
So I'm going to be like, we'll happily do this. I'm going to split it 3 ways with my neat 3-way petals. So money would be good, but can you confirm that it's going to be enough to help us get on a boat down to...
Okay, well, before you can even start negotiating
I'm not really
something...
sure how much it is a cost.
Yeah, even if he just guarantees us passage would...
Yeah.
We want enough to start a bed and breakfast together.
Well, but even before you get into that, he recognises that from you're talking amongst yourselves that you're looking for passage downriver, and he actually has a cousin who owns a cargo ship which will be travelling down to Daggerford tomorrow on the dawn.
So he kind of
almost too handy.
Wingard.
Okay.
So he mentions that he's going to take the stubby guy down to the lockup, but in the meantime, you're more than welcome to try and wake him up, or you're more than welcome to try and question the bald-headed guy or anybody in the area, or just kind of examine the scene for any clues or anything.
Definitely want to question the bald guy.
Yeah. Shall we look at the bodies first just to work out what we can?
Can they look at the bodies while I hold an arrow pointed at the bald guy?
Oh, he's in supplication. He's like completely surrendered at this point.
I know,
you can still hold it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right.
You check the bodies.
Okay, I searched the dead body with a spear up.
Okay, make an investigation roll for me. So, which will be your
The old investigation roll.
D20 plus what's investigation there? Sorry, investigation plus your intelligence bonus. You might actually be the right one.
10.
Okay, yeah. So
intelligence bonus is 12 plus 1.
All right, so you have 1. Okay, so 11. On a roll of 11, you find this guy he's got a couple of coins on him, but it's not worth... He, to your eyes, looks like one of the itinerants who comes through Durandal, maybe looking for work now that the mines have been reopened, but he really doesn't seem like he was...
This body is a dwarf, yes?
No, this is a human.
Ooh.
So Durandal is a human settlement built on this old dwarven ruin.
Yeah, but the mines are just started again. You thought they were dwarves like those mines.
They do have a few, but it's kind of a joint human-dwarf enterprise.
I see.
Yeah. So you really find nothing else. You find no identification, anything. He's got a couple of...
like shake your head in a CSI way, just like
Or make a good pun. Make a good CSI pun.
I've forgotten all the information that we got. Human and spear.
Quick recap. It was the bald man with the spears?
Bald man with a spear.
Okay.
And the
other guy had like a dagger?
Yeah, he had a dirk. Yeah, kind
Where is he on the ground?
No, he's in lockup.
He's being taken to lockup. He's unconscious, but yeah, he's been taken to lockup.
He got unconscious from the rapier to the leg.
Well, I mean, he was...
Oh, Wingard.
2 rapiers to the leg and then a punch to the face.
Oh,
to the tits and face.
Interesting, Wingard.
Okay, so I will then search the other body.
Alright, so make an investigation roll for me and add your intelligence bonus.
It's not going to go well.
Cool.